Welcome to the High Achieving Female Podcast, powered by Know, where we believe high achieving female leaders deserve to be known. Here, you're going to get the tips, tools, and inspiration you need to network, grow, scale, and balance your business, career, and life.
I am Melissa Bailey, founder of Femmevestor. Femmevestor is an educational program that is focused on getting women to own more real estate, whether it's their personal home or investments. And I also run a team of high achieving women. My team is made up of all stay-at-home moms and empty nesters, and I'm really proud of that. And that I get to support all of them every day, and that they help me be more successful. So I am going to talk to you about building a loyal team today. So loyalty is a strong feeling of support that builds allegiance. In business, personally, I have always thrived when I felt supported. And so that's what I've strived to create when I built my team. The number one way I believe to engender loyalty is to create a support system. When your team feels supportive, that is the number one thing that they are going to do to be loyal to you. I've left teams, I've left businesses when I haven't felt supported. And so that's why I think that's the number one key to building loyalty. The number two thing that I think is imperative when you are creating loyalty in your team is to create clear, concise, and effective communication. So I involve my team in the communication process. Recently, we started a new logo. And I got the buy-in from everyone on my team because that was going to be our branding. And it wasn't just going to represent me, it was going to represent them as well. So I wanted to include them in that process and get their buy-in and have them all sign off. And they already trust me and feel supported. And I communicate well and include that. People crave inclusion and they appreciate being part of the decision-making process. So that's how I was able to get their buy-in, because they're already loyal to me because they believe in what I'm doing. So when you're building your team, it's important to remember that people are individuals, and individuals have their own beliefs, their own values, motivations. And I don't believe that it's possible or ethical to create a team of loyal believers that blindly follow you. I don't think that any one ideology is the way to go. And part of having a loyal team is to create that voice within the team and allow them to be cohesive and foster a positive and inclusive work environment. I want my team to feel valued, respected, and supportive. So what we do to get to that point is we set clear goals and expectations. I provide regular feedback and recognition. If you are not praising your employees and you don't have a recognition program or system, that is the one thing that I could not implore you more to do. You know, remember being a kid and we got the gold star in school? It's as easy as saying, "Great job. This was amazing. You're doing spectacular. You're a rock star." That praise is going to help those people stay with you, believe in you, and be loyal to you. In addition to that, I believe in giving my employees autonomy. I am not a micromanager. I don't like to be micromanaged. And I think that if you are hiring people that are at a certain level, you should be able to trust them. You should be able to give them a task, get out there and do it. And as your business grows, you're going to need to delegate more. So you're going to need to trust those employees that are a part of your team, because I believe when you provide them the resources, they're going to do their best work for you. If they believe in you and feel supported from you, they're going to be loyal. And additionally, it's important to listen to any concerns that your team has. So, not only are you going to give feedback to your team, but you need to be open to receiving it as a leader and a business owner. Be open and transparent in your communication and decision making. And then the number three key that I think is important is building a sense of community within your team. We all want to feel included and be a part of something. And you can create that community within your team, whether it's your team members, the vendors that you're reaching out to, and then everyone has buy in. And that's how you're going to build loyalty. It's a great way to expand your network. You can gain new perspectives, and that's going to allow you the ability to make a positive impact on the people and the places around you. There are many ways to do this, and it depends on the goal and the needs of your business, but you have to create that and build that community within your team. And you can even create initiatives within the team to approach engagement so that you're respecting and listening and learning from people that you're working with.
This week's episode of the High Achieving Female Podcast is brought to you by the No Global Membership. It's time. Get in the room to network with women you want and need to know. Link to join the membership is in the show notes below. And don't forget, you can also claim your freebie today.
By building those genuine partnerships and creating your own community, you can help create a more inclusive and supportive environment for everyone involved. I believe that when teams are loyal to each other and they have the shared values and goals of the organization, that leads to success. So we can have members offering encouragement and motivation to help each other succeed. Feedback and guidance is important for improvement. And you want to make sure that your team has the resources and assistance. So my team can reach out to me anytime. They can text or call me with questions. I never get frustrated by it because part of being a leader is being willing to share the information that I have. I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't keep all of the information to myself. Anytime I learn anything, I share that with my team, and that's what helps them stay loyal to me. So we communicate, we collaborate, and we work effectively to overcome any challenges that arise. So, support in a loyal team means creating a positive and inclusive environment where we're all working together for goals. So, what does support look like? Let's talk a little bit more about that. I love the encouragement piece. You're doing a great job, you're going to get there. Sometimes it's hard, especially with me. My teammates may not have gotten a deal recently, and it's really challenging to struggle through that. So that's why I think it is imperative to provide encouragement and motivation, feedback and guidance, assistance and resources, and then the strong sense of community within the team. Collaboration and effective communication lead to positive teamwork, sharing ideas and expertise. And then on my team, we respect and value diversity, and we support and empower each other. So we all share the common vision. We're consistent and transparent in our communication. We have mutual respect and trust for one another. And the last goal, which I think is one of the most important as entrepreneurs, when we start to delegate, it can become nerve wracking. And I think a lot of people make the mistake of not supporting your team in growth. My goal is to hire people that can take over my job, because then that's how I can grow my organization. If I have trustworthy people in key positions, that's just going to help us all grow. So I'm not intimidated when someone comes in and says, I want your job. I want to teach them how to do my job so they can take over for me and I can go start a team somewhere else and we can all grow and benefit from it. So, one of the biggest takeaways about loyalty is supporting the growth in your team members so that they can achieve and accomplish success just like you have. And it's hard to let go of that. And it's a struggle sometimes to get there, but your team is going to create more loyalty when you help them succeed. So, one of the main things that we just did was we created monthly get togethers. My team really enjoys spending time with each other. And we decided for 2023 that we are going to make it a habit to get together once a month. I am a train, lean in circle leader, and Cheryl Sandberg says that there are two keys that we need to support each other as women. We need to support each other in business and share business philosophies and ideas and goal setting. And then we also need to socialize with other women. How can we support you in your family dynamic, in your social situation, in your settings? So, those two key components are what I do and share with my team. So, not only are we sharing our business wins and goals, but we're socially connecting on a regular basis to make sure that everyone is intentional and collaborative. I want to engender that and foster that so that everyone will be not only loyal to me, but to each other within the team. My team is undeniably the main key to my success. And without them, I would not have been able to achieve all of that I accomplished in 2022. It was my best year ever. And going into 2023, we have some lofty goals. So make sure that when you're building your team, you choose people that you know are going to be growth minded. So just to recap, the main components that I believe are important to create a loyal team are support, inclusion, communication, community, and a growth mindset. So if you build your team around those functions, you're going to be successful. Thank you so much for letting me share this information with you. It was a pleasure to be here today. And if you'd like to reach out to me for more team building tips, I can be reached at femmevestorllc@gmail.com.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the High Achieving Female Podcast, powered by No, where we believe it's time for high achieving women like you to be seen, heard, and recognized. Until next time, remember, you deserve to be known.